Talking shit.
Welcome back to Talking Shit, a brand new sports show presented by Sports Interaction. We dive into the world of sports betting, give you our takes and our best bets. I'm your host, Prince Huda, in the middle of this camera shot today. And to my left, we have Sarah Pararia joining us as well. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Good.
You good?
I'm sleepy today.
Oh, okay. A little sleepy.
Yeah, it's been a long day. I feel like I've driven all over Toronto, but I'm good. I'm here.
Good. We're here.
Yeah.
Joining us this week as well, a little bit of a suntan. Johnny Junta,
Don't
fresh
lie
out
to
of
the
Florida.
people.
I am the whitest human being ever. But the thing is, though, is the right side of my body is like burnt because that's what was like facing the sun when I was at.
I was gonna say a little color on one side, yeah.
Yeah, like my right arm, the right side of my neck is burnt. But yeah, I'm just battling through. I just going to those games reminds me how much I just hate the heat. Going to Jays games and sitting in the sun and just dying made me realize how much I hate
you.
it.
How hot was it?
It was pretty hot, man. Honestly, it was like
That
like
hot.
30?
Florida in February?
it was
No
probably
way.
it was probably in the 30s. The humidity was there
wow.
for sure. I was also
Sean, I'm gonna need you to fact check that.
I wasn't helping myself. I was wearing all black, so every single time doesn't help. But yeah, no, it was definitely warm, man,
There
for
you
sure.
go.
Maybe I'm just a cold-blooded guy where the heat is elevated for me. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I felt warmer than maybe it was. I'm not sure.
No, that doesn't make sense because if you're cold-blooded, then you need the heat to survive. Because I always say I'm cold-blooded, like a
whatever the
lizard.
sines is, I get
The
warmer
opposite.
than
Whatever this, so you're warm-blooded. There you go.
Yes.
So you are because you're a mammal.
Yeah.
How many games you go to?
4. We went
Okay.
to one at the Yankees facility, 2 at the Jays one, and then 1 at the Pirates facility. So yeah, 4 games.
How was it? Good time overall?
Yeah, it was definitely good.
What was
a
your-
lot,
what was your-
a lot of Gate 14 listeners. That was insane.
good.
But
That's so
yeah,
fun.
was
What was
insane.
your peak? What is it called? Peak in your pit?
Yeah. Peak
Yeah,
and
the
Pit.
best and the worst part of the trip.
the peak was we went out with the pretty much the entire Jays team. Went for dinner with them, and then the pit was probably almost missing my flight.
No, tell me everything.
Oh.
Well, so as you guys know, I said I was going to go out Thursday night. Me and my buddy Alto went out Thursday night.
Shut your mouth. You mean
We called
missing your
that.
flight there?
Called that.
Yeah, so we went out till 2:30. Honestly,
You
I
were about to
He's
say
almost
you
said it. He
blacked
almost said
out.
blackout. I heard
Yeah, I
black.
Nothing
did
like
black
going
out.
through customs absolutely shit faced.
Oh.
Well, the thing is, so we woke up at like 5:11. Our flight was at 7, and I was like, "Oh fuck, man!" So we rushed to the airport. Got to the airport in 19 minutes. Our Uber driver was going like 150, and then we got through customs and security in like 1 minute. So,
yeah, because no one was there at that time.
Yeah. So I was obviously freaking out because I'm a early guy. I love being early everywhere. But we almost missed it. We got awfully close. Like we got there when they were bored. Like we got there when it was like boarding. It's like 6:30.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, you're one of those.
So you literally just ran onto the plane and then KO'd for the ride down, or
Yeah.
what?
And then
Yeah.
obviously my co-host was there, and he's like, "You boys just reek of booze." But
Of course.
that's the price you pay when you get after it the night before. But whatever, I do it again and again.
Oh my God, you are
Okay.
a crazy guy.
I mean, that was interesting. I didn't think you would miss it. I thought for sure you had that foolproof plan, stay up, get there. So
Yeah, at that point,
I
it's
thought
almost
for
like,
sure,
why
like-
wouldn't you just stay up?
yeah, like 2 hours there, just
Like,
go.
That sleep did the sleep make you feel any better? Because sometimes those naps in between, like
Yeah.
that you wake up hungover, like immediately. Like
No, I
it's like
felt
you got to
terrible.
keep going. Yeah,
I
yeah,
felt
exactly.
absolutely
You should have
terrible.
just stayed and
Stay
kept
up,
drinking.
exactly.
We were gonna do that. I went to the couch. I was like, all right, I'll take a 30-minute nap, and then I didn't set an alarm. But
I can't believe you didn't
I was
set
the
an
one that
alarm.
I didn't set. I woke up at
You
like
dance with
5:11.
the devil, my friend. That's scary.
I just woke myself up at 5:11. It was
That's
crazy.
so scary. Oh my gosh.
Well, to think that the first flight got canceled, then rebooked, and then almost missed the second flight. Like you
Yeah.
almost did. Almost the elements were pointing to you to not go on that trip.
Yeah, it would have been bad, but we battled through it. We made it, and honestly, I would do it again and again. I would never have showed up to the airport 4 hours early when there's literally no one there. So I'm happy we did it.
There you go. The life of Johnny Jance, man.
Well, that's cool. Going out with the Jays. Was Joey Votto happen to be out there at the bar with you
No.
guys?
No, I wish. I don't know what the deal with that guy is, but obviously the Jays signed Joey Votto today or to like a minor league deal. So it's kind of like whatever. Just see what you could do, and if you're bad, we'll just cut you. But yeah, I don't hate the deal. Immediate reaction was like, what the fuck? Like he's 40 years old pretty much. But obviously it's always cool to sign a Canadian legend to play for a Canadian team, I guess. So a little bit bittersweet. So it was like, for example, like Sergio Ramos signing with Sevilla. So
yeah,
it's
I like
just
what you did there.
it's kind of like whatever. It's really
It's
it's like a high risk or high reward, low risk type of move. So we'll see what happens.
Nice.
Well, it's interesting because I don't know if I should say this on the show, but insider sources, Prince sources, Joey Votto was looking to locate in Mississauga, Ontario. Little birdie told me he was actually looking for a membership at a prestigious golf club in Mississauga as of a few months ago. So when I heard him signed, said member messaged me going, "That's interesting," and I said, "Yeah, that is very interesting." So I guess he was in the process of saying, "Fuck it, I'm done," and then they said, "Hey, you want a contract?" and he's sticking around.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
I mean, like, do you think the Jays call him up at some point this season? Like, it seems like a no-brainer to sell jerseys, tickets, bobbleheads, all that shit. Like, you don't think they'd call him up?
I just don't think if he has aspirations of playing in the show, I don't think he'll play in the minor leagues. I can't see him playing minor league baseball, but we'll see what he does here. He's tight on time, obviously, because based on the fact that season starts in like 2 weeks, he has to ramp himself up and try to make the team. So I'm excited to see what he does, I guess, but they're going to have to throw him immediately into the mix. So I'm not quite sure what's going to happen.
They got to put him out there. Like Joey Votto bobblehead night, they're already probably planning it. You know what I mean? The custom jerseys. I would imagine if you have a guy from Toronto signing with the Blue Jays, there's no way he doesn't like make the team for like one game, even if it's like a retirement. Like it just makes no sense for them to sign him and not have that in mind from a marketing perspective of like, okay, we got to have a Joey Votto game to get this guy there.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Obviously, it's unbelievable for marketing. He's a legend, one of only 3 Canadians to ever win the MVP award. So if he could, it depends on his health, but it's honestly just a nothing burger move for me. It doesn't really move the needle for me. I don't care for it. He's like a minor league signing. So if he's good, great. If he's not, like I'm not going to shed a tear if the Jays cut him. But nostalgia-wise, it would be cool to see him on the Blue Jays if it does happen.
How old is he?
I think he's 40.
Donnie's age.
Yeah, I wish
he's young.
He's 40.
He's 40.
He's an old buck.
He's an old buck. Well, a lot of old bucks in the news this week. Sarah, I know you're pretty passionate about this. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
God, I hate
57-year-old Mike Tyson stepping back in the boxing ring against up-and-coming boxer, I guess, air quotes, Jake Paul. I know you were pretty fired up about that one. What's your take on this whole thing?
So tired of it. They've just ruined a sport. It just used to be a sport that had so much integrity, and now it's just gone to shit. Like, I'm so sick of this. I get it's for money. I understand why they're both doing it, but I hate like everything surrounding it, the buildup. It takes away from the sport itself, and I don't care. I don't care. I think it's tacky. I think that's the best. It's so tacky, and I'm tired of it. I just like, I know it's not going to stop.
No,
I'm aware. I'm a realist, but like for me, I think it's just grim for the sport itself. Hate it.
I like that. It's funny because like I thought at first it was like, fuck yeah, this is gonna be amazing. And then the more I looked into Tyson, I was like, okay, this fight's gonna suck. He the picture they used on the poster to promote it, you can check this on Twitter. Someone sent it was a picture of Mike Tyson from the 90s, and they photoshopped the tattoo he got in the 2000s on his chest, so it looks like a recent photo.
Yeah,
so they use a photo from like 30 years ago. Like it feels like I don't think either guy's going to try that hard. Like, it's like one of those things. That clip that goes on Twitter of Mike Tyson boxing was from 2020.
Yeah, it was 4 years ago, that video that they used to hide. Like, just the entire thing is such Mickey Mouse shit. It's just
that's what I mean. Yeah. This isn't about sport anymore. It's fucking we get paid, but like, it's not, I don't know.
It's like the circus, honestly.
Yeah, it is the circus. It's a joke. Like, I don't know, man. I can't get behind it. I'm so sick of it. It's just boring to me at this point.
Will you watch it?
I don't even think so. I think if I happen to be somewhere where it's on, but I'm not going to make my whole night about something like that.
It's on Netflix, which I thought was interesting. So like, it's not like a pay-per-view.
I could watch it like later.
Yeah, like
I could rewatch
the day
it
after,
and see how crap it was.
It'll be live. I don't know. Like for sure, I'll watch it, but like, I saw the lines, not yet available at Sports Interaction, but Jake Paul's like a heavy favorite too, which I found interesting. Like you would think Mike Tyson would get some love considering he's like the heavyweight, but yeah, I don't know. Like Mike Tyson also has a sciatica, which I learned this week too. And there was a picture of him in a wheelchair.
Sciatica. Then we all got a little bit the sciatica going at some point.
Like what, 58? I'm sure it's a little bit heightened for Tyson than Sara.
Professional athlete. I don't know.
I guess, yeah. But yeah, I see what they're doing, right? It's a money fight. Like you think of the names, you're like, holy shit. But to both of your points, like it's probably gonna suck. And like Johnny said, very Mickey Mouse. So
yeah. It's when is it?
I think summer, July, I believe.
Yeah, it's like middle of the summer.
Weird.
Interesting.
Very strange. Yeah, can't be bothered. We got Europa. I mean, sorry, we got Euro. We got Copa America. I got bigger things to worry about.
Who do you think's gonna win?
What?
This fight? Jake Paul, Tyson.
I mean, like, I don't know. Jake Paul's younger, but like it's Mike Tyson. So if he gets one swing, he could knock the kid out. But does he have it in him? I don't know.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know. Who knows? What do we know about Mike Tyson right now? Like, that's my thing. Like the guy is like, he's podcasting. He's been in freaking. I just don't understand for him. Like, is this guy like spend so much money that he like needs this, or is he just like down for the bag anyways?
I didn't think of it like that.
Like, I'm curious. Like, does he need the money?
Yeah.
But the guy has a podcast. He's been in movies and stuff since. Like, I didn't think he would. I felt like he's just doing his thing on the side now. But yeah, I don't know what he's capable of.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. He might be broke. Johnny, who do you think is going to win?
Yeah, it's probably going to be. I think it's going to be like a no knockout clause in the fight. I don't know if they've announced that. But there's definitely going to be some stupid ass rules and parameters in the fight that'll just kind of eliminate the embarrassment for both guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I just want to cut in, guys. No camera on me, but producer here. The fight is July 20th, and Mike Tyson declared bankruptcy in 2003. So obviously that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
But somebody who made over $400 million in his career did once, due to reckless spending, declare bankruptcy.
Didn't he have a fight like a few years ago too? I swear there was a Jake Paul card where Tyson was the co-main against some guy.
That's crazy.
I think this was like pre-COVID, I believe. There was a Paul card where Tyson was on it. So I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility he has something left in the tank, but yeah, I think Jake Paul's gonna. If knockouts aren't allowed, he'll probably just take him to a decision. But I feel like just the way this whole Jake Paul manifesting Mickey Mouse career is going, he's probably gonna knock Tyson out and have that for the rest of his life.
For sure.
Ugh.
Was I right on that, Sean? Did Tyson fight a few years ago?
Yeah, he fought Roy Jones Jr. in November 2020.
I remember that.
And it was an exhibition fight. This might be an exhibition fight too. So
yeah, I remember that.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
but it'll draw eyes, which is what Netflix wants.
Yeah, crazy Netflix getting in the game too. Wow.
Well, they signed WWE too to do live, so they're really leaning into that combat sports world, which I don't know. Netflix kind of fallen off.
They're leaning into the fugazi sports world of
I mean, they've fallen
celebrity
off.
boxing and WWE. It's all the as you said, predetermined,
not
predetermined.
Fake, yeah.
God,
can't say fake, but yeah, no, this will probably be predetermined as well. I'll take Paul as well. Well, let's move on to some real sports. Probably the hottest soccer betting show in the world. We had another UCL week. We'll pull the graphic up. We went 2 for 2 this week. Not our best week, but Johnny, you hit on Bayern -1.5.
Yeah.
Our parlay of Mbappe to score.
Mbappe. Oh my God.
But unfortunately, they also went over in that game, so we lost it. Real Madrid, Leipzig draw first half. I got that one right.
Yeah.
And then the Man City under didn't hit. They ended up having 4 goals. We took under.
That was
this.
Yeah. Game's over before game started kind of ones.
Yeah. So 7-5. You know, we're still over 500 here. Nice. So let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Barca Napoli this week.
Oh fuck.
I don't want to touch this game after what happened to me the last time I bet on this game. So I will leave it to Sara, you're the Barca resident expert.
Barca,
what do you like here?
As we're taping Friday evening here, Barca just finished playing Mallorca, and on top of their 700 injuries, Rafinha went off injured halfway through this match. So honestly, like, I know Napoli aren't playing great, but I'm leaning towards them right now because Barca are without Pedri, Frankie, Rafinha, Gavi. Like they're so injured right now. I really I don't know how it's gonna work out for them. They can win. They can still win for sure. But like, if you're looking at the teams, their starting 11 is going to be completely rotated. I don't know. This is a game though, again, where I would still say don't touch it. I don't know, Johnny. Like, do you know what I
I'm
mean?
not.
Like, where there's certain games where you're like, both the teams are underperforming. Barca's hit with injuries, but it's in Barcelona.
Yes.
So like, I don't know. I just feel like if you are a betting man or woman, I just don't think this is a good idea to touch.
Well, Napoli just beat Juve last week, so like they actually don't look too bad. I guess they drew Torino today, but I'd probably just lean that under again. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like a 1-0, 2-0 game. I'm sure the under is probably juiced in this game, right?
Under 2.5 plus 100 actually.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, that
Oh.
probably makes the most sense to take.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both these teams are, I guess, OC man. I don't know if you could take him to score, but I'd probably just lean this under 2.5. I don't see this game having a lot of goals, especially with Barca kind of lacking offense besides Yamal, who scored again today.
Yeah, what a
16-year-old
wizard.
kid. He's a freak.
Actual wizard.
16?
16-year-old,
Holy
first
shit.
guy to ever score in Champions League, youngest guy, to ever score in Champions League,
What?
youngest guy to ever score in La Liga, absolutely top baller. Yeah, Barca produce actual
Where do they find these kids? Like,
Barca produce these players.
Oh.
Like they're struggling so much, but they still have the best like production in terms of footballers in the entire world. They're Messiah. Like that's what they're like. What am I trying to say here? They're
That's what they're known for. Is like just
Farm
producing
system,
players.
like-
yeah, basically.
Okay.
That's what it's called. And they produce like disgusting talent.
16.
Yeah.
That's fuck. How
Yeah.
much is he making at 16?
I don't know, probably not a lot. Some Barca don't have any money.
Oh, okay. I thought he's
No,
like,
he's still making a lot. He just signed a new deal with Adidas. Like he's going
Oh,
crazy.
okay.
Yeah, the
He's
guy's
making crazy
yeah,
money.
he's set. Yeah, he's
Okay.
set. Yeah, take Johnny's on that. I don't know.
Under
I wouldn't
2.5?
touch it. I wouldn't touch it.
okay. I got fucked over last time these two teams played. We've talked about it on here.
Porto!
So it was your text that actually sent me over the rails. But
I told you, silly little boy.
I mean, listen, like I said last time, the thing on the bet ticket says 90 minutes. It happened in the 93rd, but it's a problem for
All
another
right.
day. We'll take the under 2.5. Next game on Tuesday, Arsenal versus Porto.
At the Emirates.
Yeah, at the Emirates. Any leans here?
Yeah,
Arsenal's minus 400 in regular time. Porto plus 1100. To qualify, Porto plus 190. Over under over 2.5 minus 175. Under plus 125.
I see goals. I see goals.
You
I
like
see
goals?
Yeah. I wouldn't go the under here.
Okay.
I mean, Arsenal are gonna have to come out and score quick early. Like, I just
Arsenal has scored 1,000 goals this month. Like in the last month, they've literally they scored.
that's why I'm
6
saying go the
last
over.
week.
Like
Yeah.
they're also
Okay.
playing at home. Even if Porto can't come back and score, like Arsenal are gonna put on a show. So I think over for sure. But I also see both teams scoring in this game. I like Porto's not gonna let it go easy. Like they're a good team. Honestly, Porto can beat Arsenal.
What's the over 2.5? It's probably a little bit
Minus
juiced, right?
175.
Yeah,
So it's
I'd
pretty
probably take
juiced.
over 3.5 then.
Arsenal total over 2.5 is plus 105.
What's
Okay.
over 3.5?
In the game or Arsenal?
Oh, in the game.
In the game, plus 140.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'd probably take over Arsenal 2.5 then. That's what I'd probably lean. They've been scoring 1,000 goals by like every game they've played this in the last like month. They except obviously that Porto game, but they have been scoring a shit ton of goals. I think I forgot how many they've put up in their last 6. I just saw a graphic on it because Arteta won Coach of the Month, Manager of the Month last month. So yeah, I would probably lean Arsenal over 2.5 goals.
I mean, Porto scored
Okay.
a lot of goals too. They just came off a 3-0 win before that, 5-0 against Benfica, biggest rivals. Like, I don't know. I like the over overall. The over
Overall.
Yeah.
And over 2.5.
Yeah. But basically is what we're telling you is goals.
A lot of goals. Just take anytime goal scorers you guys like. Odds aren't available yet, but like you have to throw players out there.
Saka.
Saka.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
clear cut one,
All on the
obviously. But
same
yeah,
page.
Saka's obviously just the chalk answer. But yeah, I mean you can't go wrong betting on Bukayo Saka.
Yeah.
Okay. So we like the over. A lot of no goals in Barcelona, Napoli. All the goals Arsenal,
Correct.
Porto. So that's
Yeah.
the game I will be watching.
Inter Atleti.
Yeah. Enter Atleti.
What's the money line here? Just out of
So
curiosity. What are we looking-
Atletico money line regular time plus 188. Inter plus 145.
Inter plus money line, easy. Don't even. That's all I need. That's what I would just leave it there.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd probably lean Lautaro Martinez to score. He scores literally every single fucking game. I know that
can't
all
stop.
those odds aren't up yet for that, but god damn, man. Inter Milan is so good. It's insane how good this club is. But
Atletico also have fallen off lately, not only in the Champions League, but in La Liga. I think they're going to struggle. I think like the fact that both teams are plus money, I think it's just go with the Inter win. They're going to park the bus. They're going to play the counter. And I think from what I saw in that first leg, they can do the exact same thing
this
again.
might be a
Atletico,
very easy under.
yeah.
Under,
and under for sure. This
under 2.5 minus 145. So it seems like they're on. They kind of know.
Yeah.
They know that.
These two are very defensive teams.
Inter Milan regular time plus 145. The
There you
most
go.
confident I've seen you throw out a pick on the show, so I'm not going to question it.
Atleti come back and do the damn thing, but I just with the way they've been playing, I can't see it right now. I would love it though. Fuck. Oh my god.
I'd probably lean draw personally, like plus 220. I could see a draw happening this
And then
game.
what? We go into extra time? Honestly?
No. Just like the draw in the game, because Inter's already up 1 on aggregate. So if they draw, Inter will win.
Yeah, Inter tie minus 250. So
yeah,
it's really, but draw's good too. So splitting the room again here. I don't know. I would take Inter just because of the confidence there. Like the minute I even said it, you're like, all right, this is quick. Like,
I mean, if you watch that first game, but like that's the thing with football, you never know what you're gonna get in that second game. Like tournament football too, one bad day, that's it. One bad day, and that's it. It's not consistency like the league, right? But I hope Johnny's right. I hope it's a closer game. I hope like a draw would be more interesting. Honestly, I hope they go into extra time. I hope they go into fucking penalties.
That would be good. There hasn't been one yet. Yeah, I haven't seen
chaos.
the penalties yet.
Yeah, and this is like one of the marquee matchups, so I would hope that they can get it done. But Atleti have just been.
So are we switching to draw?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I'll keep it.
We'll
Don't
put
second guess
both.
yourself.
I'm gonna put both
why
on the
don't
ticket
you do
here.
the parlay under 2.5 with Inter to win?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's lock that in. All right, it's a bit better. Okay, so we'll do another parlay. You know, not our first one didn't hit. Second one's gonna hit. We've been doing office parlays. Parlays are kind of jinxed at Sports Interaction right now, but I haven't missed a leg in our office parlays, but that's subject for another day. Here we go. Last game, Dortmund, PSV. How do I pronounce this? Eindhoven?
PSV Eindhoven.
Yeah. Eindhoven. Okay.
At Signal Iduna, this is Dortmund's game to win.
This is easy. This is Dortmund money line plus
105. All right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Dortmund's home stadium is a fortress.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big 12th man advantage there, and they should be winning this game. Mind you, they just lost to Hoffenheim or drew Hoffenheim 2 weeks ago. God, fucking disaster.
This is easy. Yeah, this isn't even like just don't even think about it. This is just Dortmund money line.
All right, bang. This is the quickest I think we've run through the slate here. So there are 4 games, 4 picks. Like let's go 4-0 here. That would take us to a pretty good standing before we get to the next round. So I'll just recap: Barca Napoli under 2.5, Arsenal Porto, Arsenal team total over 2.5, and total game over 3.5. Atletico Inter Milan money line. Also, our parlay Inter Milan money line with the under 2.5, and then Dortmund on the money line. So a lot of straight winners this week. So let's stay hot
knowing
here.
that, they're all going to go into extra time, and we're all going to get it wrong.
Yeah, that'll probably end up what happening. But I think the Dortmund one's easy, man. I think it's almost too easy, which makes me scared.
I don't like that. Yeah, too easy. I don't like that.
We all just say enough to start second guessing one another.
That's the problem with sports betting. It's like even this week, like me and Sean were doing picks for UFC. And his best bet was Peter Yan. I was like, oh shit, that's my best bet. And then Dave Vassell was like, oh, I love that one too. I was like, okay, if all 3 of us like this, it's probably not going to happen. So, but you know what? Maybe we're right. Maybe
don't overthink it.
We're right. Yeah, we're not overthinking it.
Mind you though, like as I say, I think time and time again, make sure you check in with what goes on this weekend. Watch injuries. All of these teams have to play one more match before these games next week, midweek in the Champions League. So, you know, big time injuries could affect these bets a little bit, so just keep your eye on it.
Okay. I don't know if I'll be checking in this weekend, so please keep me.
No, because you're gonna do what you did last week with the Porto and the Arsenal. I'm gonna say don't do it, and I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna laugh.
That was me shooting my shot, just taking the game for myself. But the one thing I gave out on this show for footy hit last week, so I'm.
That is true. I was sharp. A first
Sharp.
half draw.
Oh, sharp. And we're watching it here. I don't like when the game's going to extras because I have to catch the train, so I always like miss it like right around the 90th minute time. So I'm hoping that these games
Oh,
finish
jeez.
in 90.
No, you're screwed next week because the games are at 4.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
daylight
what?
savings,
What?
baby. It's not gonna be dark
Oh,
anymore. I can't wait to see the sun again.
Oh, God.
Jesus
Okay, I'm missing-
Christ.
Yeah, so yeah, these games are at 4 next week, so you kind of get screwed over there.
Yeah.
I hate the late game though because like the 4 and then all of a sudden you watch a whole match and it's like 6 and you're like, where's the
Yeah.
time
And I'm
gone?
still
Yeah.
here.
It's night. Yeah. This transition is a little annoying, but it's fine. 1 week and we'll be
Yeah,
back.
Prince will work overtime next week. That's all. No problem. No problem. NHL trade deadline just concluded. We didn't get any late trades. Sean, did anything happen in the last, or is it like locked in? Locked in. We talked about on the show, would the Leafs make any moves at the deadline? They made one move.
Mhm.
They traded with the Wild. Forgot that guy's name. It's Connor Dewar. So truthfully, I didn't know who that was, but the prop at SI was over under 1.5 moves. They went under. Johnny, you thought this team would sell the farm system for some picks. They didn't, or some picks and they didn't. Are you surprised the Leafs made no active moves today, or you thought they'd maybe make something happen?
I'm a little surprised. But if you look around the division, not many of the teams really made any like crazy moves. Everyone kind of stayed stagnant. So I guess the Leafs kind of stayed with that. And obviously Easton Cowan's a really good player. If you trade that guy, you got to get at least a massive asset for that. So I guess it's not that crazy. Leafs have looked terrible against the Boston Bruins the last 2 games. Just got to obviously put on a leash and dog walked. But I'm not really that worried about the Leafs as of right now. Obviously, at the end of the day, if they want to win, it's their offensive players have to show up. Like you can get whoever you want at this deadline, any depth piece you want. But if Matthews, Marner, Tavares, none of those guys show up, Nylander show up in the playoffs, it does not matter a second who you got. So I guess that's where it comes from.
Yeah, I'm worried. I'll be honest. They look like shit this week playing Boston twice.
Yeah,
It looks like they're gonna get Boston first round right now with the way
In and out.
teams are
Though, make it
playing.
quick. Rip off the band-aid, then they're in, then they're out. That's it.
And then Boston trades for Patty Maroon today, who's been a bit of a Leaf thorn in our sides for the last few years. Like I don't have a panic button here, but like there is panic setting in on the Leafs here, and you've held to it this whole kind of duration of this show that the Leafs would show their true colors eventually, and it seems like they are, or that the Leafs wouldn't. Like, don't
I
get
feel
the
like you say that like you're like,
high.
oh, so you've known this whole time, Sarah, and I'm like, no, but I mean, just history.
History, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to play Boston first round. I don't want to play Florida first round. I don't want to play Tampa first round. I don't really see an easy matchup
You're
there.
screwed up. You're screwed.
They're fucked. Are they fucked?
Oh yeah, we'll see. I mean, they'll face Boston not to fight their demons in the first round. I'm assuming that's who they'll play. I mean, it's pretty clear cut, especially the Boston Bruins. So, I don't know, man. It's just maybe they're doing the opposite, where they're bad in the regular season against a certain team, and then they're good against them in the playoffs. So, at the end of the day, we'll see. But Austin Matthews looks absolutely incredible, and if he does that, what he's doing now in the playoffs, it's he can single-handedly carry a team to win games. So. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, I'm not the biggest Leaf fan. I don't even really consider myself a Leaf fan, but it is funny seeing Twitter just erupt when the Leafs are bad. I do enjoy it.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's like the fan base. You just go to the comments on the Leafs, like Twitter and even IG, like they'll limit them because they just get so much shit. Like if it's a good week, it's Poppy did this. Austin Matthews, Willie, and then when they lose, it's just. Fuck this team. Nothing changes. Fire Keith. Like it's one of the funniest fan bases for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they limit their comments.
Yeah. No, I remember there was a stretch where they were losing a bunch of games and they actually turned off comments.
Oh, get it together.
I mean, the fan base is passionate, but they've done some crazy shit. Like I've seen, like, you remember a few years ago they were DMing the Reimer's like wife after he played shit in the playoffs. Like Leaf fans are nuts.
Annoying.
They're passionate, annoying, but a very passionate bunch.
I don't think you can argue that someone messaging someone's wife is passionate. That's just
Too passionate.
No, that's ridiculous
It's-
and
yeah.
like assaulting. That's what that is. That's like all that is.
Yeah. No, Leaf
it's
fans
like,
are.
don't do that. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that was part of the reason he didn't want to continue playing here too. So they actually
Don't blame him.
pushed him out for that too.
See ya.
Johnny, did you see the rest of the deadline here? Like I saw some big moves to Foley to the Jets, Kuznetsov, Gensel to Carolina. Any teams you look at based on what happened on the deadline coming out of it that are prime for a deep playoff run?
Well, I mean, obviously the cheap answer is the Vegas Golden Knights, who got unbelievable again. They picked up
How
a
did
million. They used the salary cap or the LTIR manipulation the best in the league, and obviously people get mad about it, but it's legal. What they're doing is completely legal. Every team has access to do the exact same thing, are allowed to do the exact same thing Vegas does. Vegas is just good at doing it. Obviously, they have $17 million on their LTIR, but at the end of the day, this team has to make the playoffs first. They're in the second wild card. If they get in, they activate Mark Stone. They activate Tomas Hertl. They're a wagon. They're a wagon. It's not fair, but I love it. Noah Hannafin's obviously there now as well, but you love to see it. I wish my favorite team ran like the Vegas Golden Knights because they just pick up every single player they want, which is awesome.
Yeah, I like the whole like we're an expansion team. Let's win now. Fuck them picks. Like it's just it seems to work. And the Leafs don't really have any draft picks, but they do, like you said, have some good prospects. But it seems like they're confident in the group they have. I'm not 100% sold. One team I think that went all in that I love is Carolina, bringing in Gensel. I think they threw away a couple prospects and some picks, and then signing Kuznetsov for like a third, which I thought was such a bargain. They got embarrassed last year in the conference finals against Florida, lost 0-4. I had Carolina go to the finals, so I was pretty pissed about that. But I think they're poised to make a deep playoff run. Right now they'd be playing the Flyers first round, so it seems like a easy work for them. So I think Carolina won the deadline day, and I'd love to see how the odds move in the coming days for who's winning the cup. I think Bruins are still the favorite, which gotta love that the Leafs are playing them first round. But yeah, it should be an interesting few weeks in the NHL.
For sure. Yeah, the Carolina Hurricanes are one of my buddies bet them to win the cup before that move was confirmed, the Gensel move, which was very smart. But you can't go wrong with the Carolina Hurricanes. Great coach team. Obviously, they have 3 good goalies, great depth. They're a team that's going to be going very far in the playoffs, I think, for sure. And that'd be a good futures bet to make. I don't know what their odds are for them to win the Stanley Cup right now, but they're very, very good.
Yeah, I think for me, it's like them, Boston or Colorado. I really like Colorado too. I feel like they got bounced first round last year. The year before they won the cup. Right now, actually, Oilers have the favorite to win the cup, plus 700, followed by the Panthers, plus 700, and then the Hurricanes and Avalanche, plus 800, plus 900, respectively. So Bruins are actually, they fell quite a bit based on the last few weeks.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of value there then with Vegas Golden Knights, but you're betting on them to make the playoffs. Like I said, I don't know. I'm not quite sure if they'll end up making it because they're in the second wild card, but yeah, that wouldn't be a bad bet at all.
Oilers lost to Columbus last night, so that's interesting. But
yeah,
one thing that's screaming at me is the Leafs at plus 1,400. Like, I don't know.
Stop talking.
100 to win 1,400. Like that would
You're
be
insane.
would be the worst bet in the world.
Wouldn't happen.
It wouldn't happen, but I feel like if you can get through Boston in the first round,
just stop.
But
you can't get through Boston on the
that
first
looks
round.
Boston.
They won't do it.
Could every year could be the year until it's not. So,
Is that okay?
I don't know. I mean, like once the NHL playoff brackets come out, we'll do like a deep dive and we'll have some fun with this. But yeah, for right now, not looking great in Leafs land or Bruins land. But we talked a little bit about the Jays for a bit there. Joey Votto coming in. I did want to run through some Blue Jays props with you, Johnny. I saw that your guys had some best bets for the Jays based on some futures. A couple up on Sports Interaction right now. We have a lot of the star players on the Jays, some props. One that I found pretty interesting that I love to get your take on, Alex Manoah, win total over under 6.5. I saw you put out a tweet today that this rotation fucks, I believe was the exact tweet.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Is he making it? Yeah, I saw he wasn't in it. Is he even part of the rotation this year?
He is a little bit behind, obviously. Came into camp, lost a lot of weight, like 35 pounds.
Yeah.
Looks incredible, but yeah, a little bit of fatigue. I'm not sure if it's fatigue or if it's an injury. They haven't really come out clearly and said what his problem is, but he's like behind by a decent amount. I don't know if he's going to even make the opening day roster yet. They'll probably hold him back as he like continues to build up. But yeah, he's only made one start and didn't look that great in that start. So I don't know if he's going to be on this team right now for opening day. Bowden France is kind of the number 5 guy as of right now.
Okay, that's a slam dunk. That under 6.5 wins.
That would
Yeah,
be-
we
I would
watched that
probably
game
bet
here.
that.
What
I
he
would probably
threw?
bet that.
Bet that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Did you see him in Florida at all? Was he hanging out with you guys?
No, he was there when we were there, like when we went out with those guys, but I never really interacted with him or talked to him. I know he was there though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the under there too. I don't really see 7 wins seems like a lot for a guy that probably won't even play the full season. So yeah. I like the odds on that one. The other one, Bo Bichette, who had incredible last year. Right now we have a prop on his home runs. Over under is 23.5. How do you see that number going?
Not really a power guy. He kind of sacrifices power for contact. He's like a 300 hitter. I probably would lean that under. The Rogers Center is not really a hitter-friendly park. It's more towards the pitcher now, catered towards pitchers. So, yeah, I'd probably take under 23.5.
Okay. He had 29 in 2021, 24 2 years ago, and then 20 last year. I'll take the over here. I feel like, he's really coming to his own as a star on this team, and it seems sacrilegious to take an under on a Blue Jay stud like that. So I'll go over there.
That's
why
fair.
not?
Yeah.
And then
he's like I said, he sacrificed power for contact. Like he's trying to be a contact guy now, and that's what his role is, being like the 2-hole hitter. But we'll see.
Was he hanging out with you guys? Is he looking leaner? Is he bigger? Like, are any insights there?
He looks great, man. Looks great. Great shape. He's
does he look like he's gonna hit a ton of home runs, or he's good, like you said, sacrifice power
he's
for
more skinnier now than he was last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Under. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
No, actually, no. Fuck. Let's go. Let's stay over.
Yeah, he's more skinny now.
He's more skinny. Okay. And then the last one, Kevin Gausman, over under 12.5 wins, the ace of this team. Did you get a chance to meet up with him? Anything you like there?
He was hurt when we were there. We were supposed to interview him, but he got not injured, but he was like kind of had a little bit of shoulder fatigue. So I don't think he wanted to go out or anything like that. But yeah, I'd probably take that over easily. The tough thing about him last year is he didn't have that much run support. Every game he would pitch, he would go like 7 scoreless, and then they would either lose by 1 or not score any runs. So that's going to be the biggest thing. I still think over 12.5 is a good bet, especially for Kevin Gausman, who's going to be starting a pretty decent amount of games this year.
Okay. Yeah, I seem like I forgot who had said it in the video, but the Jays over under win total, you took the over there. So more wins for the team, would imagine more wins for Gausman. So I like the over there too.
Yeah.
Last one. This one's not on Sports Interaction yet, but over under in the number of Blue Jays games you guys are going to go to this season. What would you set that at?
Probably 35.
35. What about you, Sarah?
One if I'm
one.
Like maybe one.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 2 or 3. 35 is like, how do you spread those out? Like, how do you? Yeah, I guess content is king, but like, do you spread that out? Is that early season, late season, or you spread it out?
Yeah, I usually spread it out. I mean, obviously, it's probably 8. At the end of the day, it really just equals like 6 to 8 games a month, which isn't that crazy.
Yeah,
2 a week though.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's usually go on a Saturday, maybe on a Thursday or a Wednesday. Yeah, it's honestly, it's not that crazy when you think about it. There's 162 games in a season, right?
Yeah.
Like 30-something, 35, 36 games is not that many if you put it into reality of how many games there are in a season.
Well, 80, what is it split like 81 at home, 82
81 at home.
So then you're almost at half the season.
Go to games on the road too. So
you're seeing like a quarter of the season you're there for.
Yeah.
And they're so long.
You don't keep the scorecards, right? You're like writing all this shit in.
No, I don't care about that stuff.
Do you do that, Sean? I said no. Interesting.
I mean, I went to a game last year for the first time in like I think 3 years. It had been a while, obviously. Excuse me, COVID as well. But they decked out the whole Rogers Center, which kind of made it more enticing. But like, I'm a very like show up like top of the 5th, out by top of the 8th. I'm in and out. I'm I'm there for one reason. Let me see them hit the ball once, and that's good for me.
Yeah. So I would I'll go to probably like 10 or 15 games probably.
Yeah, you go to.
But like, You said it's long now. The average
Yeah, they
baseball
have-
game went
I
to
thought it went down.
2 hours and 42 minutes
I know,
last year,
thank
down
God.
from 3 hours 6 minutes the year before. So
Yeah, they have the,
Really
the
sped it
stop
up.
the clock that the pitcher clock or whatever. What's it called, Johnny? Yeah, whatever
Pitch
it is.
clock.
Yeah, good. Thank God. But you said so 2 hours 40 minutes, right? But I'm a footy girl, and so we got 90 minutes plus 15
Yeah, you're in
minute
and out.
extra time. You know what I mean? Like that's still like what, an hour less than this. Like it's what I'm used to. I
Yeah.
also find like there's a lot of in between stuff. Like when they switch, all right, they're out. Now these guys come onto the pitch and like just like all that stuff. Like soccer is so go, 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 go that like there's no stop and go. There's none of that. But nice summer day. You're out with your pals. The roof's open. And if the roof's closed, I don't want to go. I don't want to sit in that place.
I fuck with
Forget
that.
it.
Yeah.
I want the
You don't
sun
wanna sit in the
beaming on my
indoors.
face. I want it to be hot. And yeah, I'll have a drink. I'll watch a little Bluebird action. But like, yeah, I'm going to be sitting in the nosebleeds and just hanging.
Like that. I did I think I did 3 last year. And the worst one for me was I did the $1 hot dog night. And that was with SI. I was like, can we do 9 dogs, 9 innings? So we filmed the
That's
whole
fucking
thing.
gross.
I got to 8 and I tapped out. But I came really close.
That's like you're hurting yourself.
And we had left the game too, so I was literally holding them on the go train. It was just embarrassing, but yeah, I didn't make it to 9. I will go this year and I will hit 9. That's my goal. If I can go to 1 game this year,
What's
gonna be
wrong
$1
with
hot dog
you?
night. It's content.
Ew.
Content. That was the
That's
first time I ever
terrible.
worked with Sports Interaction, and here we are. So
That's how we
That's
got
good content. It's just disgusting, but it's good content. for
that
sure.
was the job
That's
interview.
Really gross.
What's
Yeah.
even more disgusting was so I don't eat pork, and all the $1 dogs were pork. So I was doing the veggie dogs. It was like plastic basically. So yeah, that was a tough few days after, but in the moment, that was like, it was fun. Like I hit a peak and then I had a beer and then like,
Yeah, that's
the night
bad.
just took a turn.
That's really bad.
Yeah, it's
But the
really
Blue
bad.
Jays broke the record for most hot dogs consumed on a hot dog night in the season. So I'd like to feel partly responsible for that.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
love
part of that.
I
You're
don't-
part of
I don't
history.
love that either.
Yeah. So I'll be at a $1 hot dog
How
night.
fat
for
is each
sure.
city? Let's see.
It
What a
was-
silly
It
thing.
was shocking. Like a Tuesday night, it was completely sold out because of the hot dogs. And like, it's funny because it's called Looney Dog Night, but you can't pay with coins. You can only pay with cards, which I think is so stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, you
So
can
I
look at cards. Yeah.
Someone had a bag of like change and she brought it to the counter and you could tell she's been like waiting all week to do that. And the lady at the cash was like, "Oh, it's cashless." And she was so pissed. But
It's always
be
been like
pissed
that.
too.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
always been like that.
Johnny, TFC home opener this weekend. You gonna
Don't
be
give a
there?
fuck about that.
Are you going?
What are the odds
No,
on that, I guess? Are
I
they- are they-
I got tickets offered to me and I said, no, thank you. Well, honestly, my big thing for me is like, I'm always down to go to like a footy game outside if the weather's nice. It's supposed to rain all weekend. It's
Whoa.
still cold. I'm not an outdoorsy girl until we're 20 plus, like seriously. So I'm not into
Yeah.
it. Who are they?
Charlotte FC.
Oh, that's not good.
Toronto FC plus 115.
Yeah,
to
Charlotte's
win.
Charlotte's good. Charlotte's good, but they've been playing okay. They got 4 points from 2 games so far, and they need everything they can get, so they got to keep it going.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We'll see.
Yeah, let's see what the turnout's like. Should be interesting.
I'm shocked you said no to free soccer tickets.
I don't do anything in the cold.
In the
I-
what's like the
I-
temperature?
20 plus.
20 plus. Okay.
Yeah, no, like I don't like being uncomfortable. I can't enjoy the game. Like that's the thing. I won't be able to focus on the game. I'll just be there like cold. It's gonna rain. It's too early. Like it's not time yet.
Do they have like a lounge at BMO or? is
Well,
it
if I
all-
go and I'm pressed, which I've done that, and then I'm in a press box, then I'll do that. I'm
Okay.
completely inside. But if I'm going and sitting with the people, then no. It's cold. Also, like
I want to
it's
sit with the common folk.
kilometers. No,
No.
it's also right by the water, right? So it's
Yeah,
like way
good
windier
point.
down there. But a nice summer night at BMO is great because the sun's going down. Oh, it's magic.
Will you go to more TFC games this summer or Blue Jays?
TFC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
100%. What are you talking about?
I went to one It was actually pretty fun. I didn't realize how crazy the fans are. Like one guy he was sitting in the chair and he ripped off the seat and was like holding it in the air and he got kicked out. And I was like, holy shit.
I can get behind that. I respect that.
But we were in the
Johnny-
supporter section, right? So they have like smoke and they're singing, and this guy just rips the
My
seat
buddy
out.
used to be one of the head guys there, like doing like the
Oh my
TFC supporter.
God.
Like I have like pictures of him like
What?
shirtless with the drum.
Yeah. I was shocked. I'm like, is he gonna sit down? Does he go take a break? Does he go for what? He doesn't. Like he's
The
just
funniest part is
he's
like the leaders
crazy.
are always facing the crowd. And
yeah.
I'm like, you didn't watch 1 minute of the game. You're
No.
just amping up the crowd the whole time.
Yeah, I
Hooligan
saw that. I
shit.
was like,
I love
that's
it.
new. I didn't know that was like a thing.
Yeah, they're nuts. They're bananas. Yeah.
I thought some guy just volunteered like to do. I didn't know that was a full-time gig.
Yeah. Well, actually, it'll be Herdman's first game at BMO Field as Toronto's coach. So I wonder if that'll bring anyone in. But it is meant to be really crappy weather this weekend. So
All right.
yeah.
You think TFC wins?
No,
No? Tie or lose?
I don't know.
Tie.
It's too.
I'll
Yeah.
go tie. They always end in ties.
Draw's not bad, but like I don't know, man. It's
0-0.
Can
I'm a lot. What is the correct score? 0-0 here.
you imagine?
Yeah. Plus
No,
950.
maybe-
Plus 950 0-0.
Can you imagine?
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me
If
that.
we come back next week and it was 0-0. No, listen, home
Wearing
opener,
a
you never
crown.
know. They can try and like, use that towards get some motivation going. But I don't know.
Okay.
They got a lot to do.
Okay. I'm actually gonna bet. Like that's fucking.
Who
I'm gonna
does
bet that
betting right
now.
now?
Plus 950. But I think that wraps us up this week. Great show again. Appreciate you both jumping on. Not the best condition to record, but I'm glad we all made it here.
Nothing like spending my Friday night with you.
Right?
Joe.
And we'll be on next week at our regularly scheduled time. We appreciate everyone. Follow Sports Interaction on all your social media accounts. Follow us on all your social media accounts. Bet responsibly, whether you take these picks from our show. And as always, bet local, and we'll see you next week.
Talking shit.